and this army is going to come in behind him and probably kill off everything he has. The Marauders are going to do mass damage, though, kill a lot of Stalkers here, and I would be targeting those sentries, or trying to, possibly, if it were me. There's a lot of medevacs heading out right now, trying to just not die after that attack. More Colossi being pumped out. There is an observer in the middle. The warp prism was not spotted by Tarson, so he is going to get home safely. Blink about to finish up another Colossi, some Viking on the way. Blue Flame Hellions being started as well. There's so many siege tanks at the front here. There's really no way that Range is going to be able to push that right now. More Bile Ball being pumped out right now. An additional Colossi coming out. Level 3 weapons coming up. Level 2 ground armor about to finish up for the Protoss. And a decent little Viking fleet out here so far. It looks like there's 5 of them. And we can see another big drop coming in right now from Tarson, so this could do a lot of damage. There is a lot of units here, but if he can drop in the top corner, get everything out of the dropships, and then stim and attack into that, it's going to do huge damage. So here comes the drop now. Units starting to be warped in, and we'll see what's going to happen here. They are stimming so many Marines, so these Immortals are not going to be near as effective as they would be against just a mass Marauder ball. Now these Marines are just going to sit here and attack against these Zealots, and here comes the whole army right now of Ranged, and so Tarson going to do a lot of damage, take out 2 or 3 Immortals, killing lots of Stalkers, taking out the gas here. He does need to load up here and get out very soon, because here comes the entire army. More dropships now coming down, and so he sees that entire army move, waits till the last second, picked up, going to do a big drop here, going to stop this 4th base, and maybe even the 5th. Wow, there's 2 bases coming down at the same time. Tarson just sticking to the 3 that he has right now. And here comes the big push. He's going to force a cancel on that Nexus. We'll see if he decides to go up to this location as well. Yes, he does. There's 4 Colossi here running around without any support units. All of these units of Tarson going to be able to do a lot of damage. Going to kill a lot of sentries here, and really can't afford to lose those sentries right now. Colossi coming from the back, the rest of the army coming from the front, and we'll see if he's able to pick off any Colossi here. Nope, he's just going to load up and get out. He is going to see the Colossi count of 4 right now. More Immortals on the way, and we can see the Observer here just still taking a peek. There is a War Prism up here. I didn't see if he tried to do any drops there. I'm sorry if I missed it. There's a lot going on there. You see Terran Vehicle Weapons level 1, and Tarson continuing to push in here to this Colossi. All the Marauders going down. His medevacs are still flying in. Hopefully he can get those away in time. Yes, he does. He does know that this base is up as well, so the gold base being fully saturated, and Tarson is being out-expanded right now. He has so many tanks, so many Vikings. He needs to start making his big push. More medevacs going down right now as these Stalkers are in hot pursuit of them. More dropships tried to come in and do a poke here, but they were forced back once again, and so many gateways down right now for Ranged as he keeps expanding. He's up to 4 base right now. Of course, only 3 of them are really mining. That gold, though, is just really boosting his income. And if we take a look at the income tab, you can see how far ahead he is. 600 minerals ahead, even with mules. Now here comes the big Terran attack, and we'll see if he actually tries to... Nope, he looks like he's just going to try and secure the gold base here. So we do have a command center coming down for him right now. Up by this location. Does have a sensor tower down. Keeping a watch. Sorry, I had a slight case of the hiccups there. We do have the Mobius reactor upgrade coming down for the Ghost as well. And big Protoss army starting to gather up here. Both guys are very close to being maxed out. Lots of Immortals in this army, lots of Colossi. And we do have the Templar Archives now coming down. And we'll see when these guys decide to engage. Range cannot afford to push into all those siege tanks, so he's really going to need to figure out another strategy. Here comes the 5th base again for Range, and Range might just be trying to take his half of the map and prevent Tarson from being able to push out. Siege tanks are still going to just be sitting in place. Mobius reactor about to finish up. Terran vehicle weapons level 2 coming down, and another robotics facility coming down for Range right now. He knows that he's ahead on bases, and therefore he needs to get some more production facilities out. In case his entire army gets wiped, then he can just make new ones. Lots of Vikings here. So many Vikings. Looks like 15, 16 Vikings. And siege tanks taking a big chunk out of that army. These Vikings are going to come in and probably snipe a Colossi or 2. Oh, they decide they do not want to. So we see Psystorm now being researched, as well as Protoss Shields level 1. 7 more gateways coming down right now. So a gateway explosion coming down at this location, which is going to put him at a total of a lot of gateways. About 16, 17 gateways. And 1 probe wandering up there, getting demolished. No drop play or anything coming out right now, and it looks like he's just keeping this War Prism around to check for any drops that might be incoming. Tarson's double expanding now, and here comes the army, though, of Range. Range does not want to let those expansions go down. This will even up the bases for Tarson if he's able to get those laid down. And Range needs to be really, really careful here. deciding to engage right now. So many siege tanks, and Range is not going to be able to push too far here. Lots of Immortals get taken down there, but the siege tank actually survives, so very good move. 2 Ghosts now coming down. That additional command center is about to finish. The gold is being thrown down right now. We'll see if he decides to go planetary. 3 more starports coming down, so really worried about that, about those Colossi. And really, with Range doing this tech switch over to Psystorm, it's going to be a big deal for him. If he does lose those Colossi, it's not really that big of a deal. You can already see a lot of High Templar on the map. I believe Tarson was just sacrificing some Marines so that he could get some more supply freed up to get some other units out. Both players just about max. Double level 3 upgrades coming down right now for Tarson. You can see the weapons for his infantry and for his ground units. Lots of siege tanks back up, and they're all on siege, and this could be a huge deal. Huge EMPs coming down, though. All the siege tanks get sieged up, pushing everything backwards. Those EMPs hit all those High Templars so perfectly. Vikings now coming in, trying to do a little bit of damage. Tarson deciding he does not want to push into that army just yet, and that definitely looked like it went in favor of Tarson there as he landed all those huge EMPs. And starting to morph into Archons now. Bile Ball pushing up. Lots of Vikings are going to be able to defend against those Colossi. One Colossi gets sniped almost immediately. More Immortals coming out. Those double level 3 upgrades being finished up right now. Vikings continuing to snipe out Colossi. Only 2 Colossi left. 1 Colossi left, and that one's going to die right now. And the Bile Ball continuing to push in. This is going to be game, folks. This is going to be it. Tarson getting such nice EMPs off, even though he was caught with his pants down and his siege tanks out of position. The EMPs really won this over for him. Once these siege tanks siege up, there's not going to be anything that he is going to be able to do, Range that is. And Tarson's just going to continue to push in here. You can see 3 Colossi being pumped out right now, but there's so many Vikings out. Nice split there by Tarson, getting those Colossi all split up. Lots of High Templars being morphed in, going into Archons now. Now this Bile Ball is at a lot of low health, and these siege tanks have all been damaged fairly heavily. There is more Stalkers, though, sitting here in the top corner. We'll see if they're going to be able to do any damage. There is a planetary fortress at that location. Siege tanks continuing just to demolish everything in their path. The Colossi starting to come out, and it's going to get picked off. The rally point was not set to a good place. Another Colossi coming out. Range noticing his rally point was off, and if this robotics bay goes down, that's going to be no more Colossi. Lots of Immortals being pumped out right now. Bile Ball coming in, sweeping around, taking out the gold base. Now going to be coming down to the 4th and 5th here, and we'll see if they're able to take him out. There's a few cannons down, or 1 cannon. Though 2 siege tanks, and here comes the big push. Lots of Zealots, lots of Immortals coming down, but EMPs, huge EMPs coming down for Tarson. Those EMPs are so money, and Range GG's. So beautiful EMPs by Tarson that entire game. That's what won him the battles. He was getting out expanded. His army was really looking scary, but that Protoss Death Ball is so much more mobile than the siege tanks. And even though he got caught with the siege tanks out of siege mode, the EMPs pushed Range back for just a second. He was able to siege up and take out almost the entire army of Range there. So that was game 3. We're going to move on to game 4 now. I hope you guys are enjoying these games. They've been very exciting so far. So on to game 4. Thank you for watching.